Alrighty, we're going to write the equation for these two graphs. Now, normally, a lot of times we start with the equation and we want to graph. This time we have the graph and we want the equation. So this is the key. We need to think of A, H, and K. So when you do this, I'd highly recommend the first step to do is to highlight the key points. So HK, that corner is always HK. That's a key spot to reference. That is always HK. And for this particular problem, the values are -4 and -2. Can you see that's -4, -2? That's going to be important. Now, I also want to highlight the dot one step to the right. As you go 1 over, how far up did you go? That's going to be kind of really important, that dot. Because when you go 1 over, how far up or down you go is your A value. So what goes in front right here is that number 1. Because didn't we go up 1 when we went over 1? That's your A. All right. Now, what comes next? Well, we look at H and K. Now, H is always the opposite. So be careful. That's a -4. So what's going to go in here is going to be a +4. But what goes on the outside is your K, which stays as a -2. So there we go. There's our equation. Now, technically, do we have to put a 1 here? No, but let's put a 1 just because we have space for it so we know what went there. Next one. Let's mark our HK. So important to mark that. So let's mark HK right there. That right there is your HK. And that coordinate would be -3 and 0. -3, 0. So, all right. And as we went over 1, so as we go over 1, do you notice how far up we went is about a half? So as we went over 1, do you see how we went up about a half? The best guess is a half. That looks about a half. So that tells us our A value. So our A value is a 1/2. Because we went over 1 up a half. Now, our HK is -3, 0. So for H, it's going to be the opposite of -3. So that will be opposite of -3 is going to be a +3. And your K is going to be 0 plus 0. Now, technically, do we need to put +0 here? No. But I'm putting it because I have these spots that I want to put them. So, first thing you need to do is spot HK. Then you need to spot how far, when I go over 1, how far up or down did my graph go, and that goes in front. Good luck.